So I think that one of the things I've learned throughout the years is that you think you have health when you're young, but I think there's even a greater capacity to have health as you get older. Not only can you be physically strong and capable and functional and all those things you really value in your youth, but then you can add that balance in. And really that's what I'm focusing on in my life right now, and I think a lot of people should as they get older. They can have the best of everything at this age. We're really fortunate, so why not focus on health as a holistic standpoint as opposed to just a one-dimensional performance aspect? I think that of all types of exercise, the most powerful exercise for men, women, anybody is to do resistance training. Resistance training does so much when it comes to our activities of daily living and our quality of life. When people lose function and they lose strength, they lose the ability to do the things they love in life. We know that our bones get stronger when we exercise. We know our metabolism is higher because it's like having a stronger engine or a bigger engine in your car that burns more gas. If there was any magic pill people could get to make them better, whether it be psychological health or physical health, it would be exercise. And of those exercise modalities, I think resistance training is probably the most powerful. When it comes to the role of resistance training injuries, I'll use some personal examples of this. I had a motorcycle crash when I was 20 years old and I fractured 3 vertebrae in my neck. And at 40 years old, I was moving something and my disc blew and I had a herniation. I lost complete function in my right arm for about 3 months, massive amount of pain. And I had to change the way I trained after that, but I didn't stop training just because I had a neck injury. I actually used exercise and resistance training to make myself stronger and rehabilitate much quicker to the point that I've got full function. But I think one of the worst pieces of advice people get when they're hurt is don't do anything, just rest completely. Just know how to navigate that injury and use that as a bit of a challenge and use exercise as one of the most powerful medicines you can to get over that injury. I would never say stop. I would just say be creative and work around it. Whew. So, why do I pick those exercises? They're hard. I like them. When I do things like the arm curl coming down with a neutral grip, I had surgery on my wrist. When I do squats, I go light because I'm not looking to set a personal best. It gets my heart rate up. Simple rules to follow. You always start with some of your biggest movements first because number one, it's safest when you're rested. Number two, it's gonna get your heart rate up. Pepper in some cosmetic exercises in between, things you really enjoy. And then finish off with something that really pushes you. And I'll pick different exercises each time I come in, but it always follows that kind of recipe. And I go by what my body needs. And it needs movements like this. I think a lot of people, at least and the people that I know that trained heavy over the years, they're looking more for function when they start getting a little bit more mature. And so for me, I've got limited time. I train not just for a cosmetic side of things, but mostly now just to be able to do the things I always wanted to do, right? Like you do slow down a little bit as you get older. You do get injured easier. And so for me, functional training is kind of the answer. It allows me to be able to go at a high intensity, train my whole body. And honestly, at this stage of my life, my build is pretty much the way it's going to be. I'm not going to gain muscle like I would when I was 20, so it's about maintaining what I have and keeping that strong and fit.